Good morning, year ones. You've all done such a splendid job in our last math topic. Now we're switching to a new topic and we are starting to learn about fractions. Today we're learning about finding a half. First, I've put 4 shapes up on this screen. We've looked at shapes before, so I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to see if you can remember what each of these shapes are called. All right, let's start with this blue shape. This is a rectangle. Remember, a rectangle has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of the sides are long and 2 of the sides are short. All right, now let's look at this green shape. Can you remember what that's called? That's right, it's a square. And a square has 4 sides that are all the same length. Now, what about this orangey shape? What's that called? That's a triangle. And a triangle has 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and 3 corners, 1, 2, 3. Now, what is the last yellow shape called? That's right, it's a circle. And a circle has 1 line and no corners. When we find a half of something, we want to split it exactly into 2. Here, I found half of the rectangle in 2 different ways. When the rectangle is vertical, going up and down, I put a line directly across the middle. So I have 2 halves. 1 half and 2 halves. But I can also split my rectangle in half this way by turning it horizontally and drawing another line separating it into 2 equal parts. So here I have 2 halves of the rectangle, and here is another way of showing 2 halves of the rectangle. Now let's try with a square. Just like with the rectangle, we can draw a horizontal line to find our 2 halves. Pull those apart for you to see. 1 half and 2 halves, and if we put them back together again, we have 1 whole square. But I can also show half of my square by drawing a vertical line, as long as both sides are the same. 2 halves of the square. Now let's look at a triangle. This one can be a little bit tricky, but first we're drawing a vertical line from the very top corner all the way down to get 2 equal halves. Now this is where it gets tricky with a triangle. I can also turn the triangle upside down and draw the same vertical line to have 2 halves. I can also rotate my triangle again to split it in half to have 2 equal sides. Now I need to make sure the sides are equal. If I were to draw a line going from here to here on the triangle, that would not be half because the 2 sides are not the same. They are not equal. So we'll delete that and go back to our nice equal half triangles that make a whole triangle. I can also rotate my triangle again to split it in half to have 2 equal sides. Now I need to make sure the sides are equal. If I were to draw a line going from here to here on the triangle, that would not be half because the two sides are not the same. They are not equal. So we'll delete that and go back to our nice equal half triangles that make a whole triangle. Last but not least, we have a circle. And again, with a circle, we're going to draw a line exactly in the middle. So we have two equal halves. One half and two halves. Now, circles are fun because they're round. So if I rotate my triangle, let's see if I can do this exactly, and this half, I still have a full circle. Much easier on the smartboard at school. Two halves make a whole circle. Well done, everyone. Thanks for following along. Now, have a look on Class Dojo and give your individual fractions task a go. You can do this. Thanks.